My name is Dr. Mckellar. I've been a veterinarian for 35 years working with most species of animals. I spent the first 20 years in small animal practice and spent a lot of time working with dogs. Over the past 8 years, my primary source of work has been racehorses, and the biggest problem with racehorses is traumatic arthritis. We're continually trying to repair them to get them back on the racetrack. And doing that, we use a lot of pharmaceutical drugs, and we're now shifting towards the nutraceutical area because of the problems associated with drug positives. And in that search for the arthritis answer, we've trialled nutraceutical products, and particularly one which has stood out in what we're doing with the equines. About this time, we were having major dramas at home relative to one of our old dogs who was crippled, been on pharmaceutical NSAIDs off and on for a period of time. We were having the family discussion about what we're going to do. So I contacted the nutraceutical company and asked them whether we could use the equine product on the dogs, and they said they'd actually developed a product specifically for dogs, and would I like to trial the product. So down in the mail came a box of tablets, and we fed this to the dog, and we got a dramatic turnaround. We've used it for 2 years on the dogs. Their life has just changed dramatically from being crippled up, in pain, unpleasant, unconforming to what's meant to happen around the house, and basically cast away in the corner, just waiting for death. These dogs are now bright, alert, part of the family. It's a privilege to be with them, and also a delight to have them with you. You have to understand that my training is purely scientific. I've spent 30 years with using hard drugs on dogs and cats and horses. For me to be sitting here today saying that the best product for the old dog with arthritis is a nutraceutical would not have been possible 30 years ago. Historically, with these arthritis dogs, the callback relative to progress was always a phone call you dreaded because you knew that it'd be deteriorating. Or when you rang up the client to see how the dog was, it was always a negative response. It was always doom and gloom. Now it's fantastic because we get these people ringing us back saying, in 6 or 7 days, the dog's dramatically improved, we're really happy, it's bouncing around, the whole thing's go, go, go. And I actually quite enjoy getting on the phone and ringing them up and saying, how's your dog today? And you get this great response on the other end of the phone. You are really achieving something.
The daughters rushed off, came back with this marvellous bundle of white fluff, totally enchanting. Didn't take us long, though, to realise that the bundle of white fluff didn't seem to walk very well. You could only take her 50 yards down the road, and she sat down and up went the paw. So we took Polly to our vet in Remuera, and he said, looks like arthritis to me, juvenile arthritis. So he then recommended us on to a further vet whose specialty was that particular thing. The specialist vet recommended that she have daily dose of anti-inflammatories and steroids, possibly surgery, or really he was quite keen on surgery. I felt that it was pretty invasive stuff, it was pretty expensive. Not that I begrudged anything like that, but I just thought that here is this little half-grown dog, and it was going to live the rest of its life on high-powered drugs and with surgery, and I didn't feel very comfortable about that. So we then discovered through friends a product that has worked, and in fact it took a week and it was just like a miracle. On it she went. She suddenly became active, smiley, running, getting a ball, interested in food, because before that with pain she didn't eat, so therefore she was a very thin dog, which is not right. So now she's great energy, a lovely disposition. I feel totally sure that it's what she takes. We have tried taking her off this product, and it takes a week and she's back to where she was before, which is, it was horrible to see that. So we were very pleased, and I'm sure she was too, to get her right back onto it. She's got lovely big brown eyes and a big smile, and she's all go.
This is Bob, a 9-year-old Cocker Spaniel, and he's starting to slow down with age. He's starting to feel the effects of a fair bit of running around on the farm.
That's okay.
Extremely painful left elbow. And squeak.
That's okay.
6% stand up. Yeah, extremely painful left elbow, mildly painful, relatively speaking, right elbow and right hip. So he's definitely a left elbow, and that's really very painful. Right elbow, right hip joint. I think we'll get him on some tablets and see whether we can make a difference soon, Kathy. We'll see him in about 10 days' time.
Okay. Bob's been on the tablets now for 12 days, and we always accused Bob of being lazy, and we thought he was just a slob and never wanted to do anything, and we just thought that was the way he was. I've tried many things. I've spent a fortune actually on different tablets and injections, and I've even resorted just to trying home remedies, and it really hasn't helped at all. So I came in positive, but really not expecting to see much of improvement, so it has been great. Before, he would just sleep all day or night, and to get him off his bed was an effort, and to convince him to go for a walk, you would have to drag him out. Now, when he comes down to feed the horses with me, which he'd never do, and out tries to chase rabbits, he's a bit slow, but at least he's trying, and much happier and hungry all the time, which Bob's normally hungry, but he's running around and he's more interested in everything.
Bob's been on the tablets for 12 days now, and we started with arthritis in 2 elbows, 2 hip joints. The left leg was the one that was severely lame the other day, so we'll just do the calf, no reaction. Elbow, no reaction. And that's quite a bit of pressure on there. Yeah, he was screaming last time.
Lost control.
Yeah, he was really upset. Dramatic improvement from what he was 12 days ago.
Absolutely a different dog. Absolutely. Very happy. It's been a lovely result.
Took a week and it was just like a miracle. Now she's great energy, a lovely disposition, and I think totally sure that it's what she takes.
My name is Diane Gibney. I'm a veterinarian. I've been in practice now for 23 years, primarily in small animal practice. We actually, within the practice, use quite a lot of natural products, and so when I was approached to try a new herbal product, we were keen to give it a go. I was optimistic about the product to start with, and we've had, I think, good success with natural products within the practice, so I mean, I know what they can achieve. So I'm surprised, not necessarily, but I was impressed, and I was certainly very happy to see that in quite a number of the dogs that we had lessened the pain, improved the range of movement, and certainly that we had reduced the level of pain in several of those joints for a number of dogs. I think it has a role in improving the quality of life of our geriatric dogs, and I'm sure it will be embraced by our clients because they are keen to look at exploring the whole world of natural complementary medicines. I think there's a growing distrust of the pharmaceuticals that are out there and the side effects, the adverse effects, which I suppose particularly in older animals we've got to be so careful about. I mean, it's a very narrow road that we travel between therapeutic good and causing harm. If we can do anything to make these dogs more comfortable in their senior years, and we can do it without adverse effects and also with good client compliance, then obviously that's what we want to go.